Welcome to the third in our series of talks with Lethan Green, who is Transformation Director at Oracle, focusing on the public sector, about skills and the development of skills. And on this session, we're going to talk a bit about the difference between skills, competencies and capabilities, and how we turn those into a workforce plan for our businesses. So, Lethan, can you tell us more about this? What is the difference between the three, actually? I'll start with, because I always forget.
Well, often we do use these terms kind of interchangeably, don't we?
Yes.
They're just one and the same thing. And it is really important for us to have that distinction because it feeds into our strategic workforce planning. Mm-hmm. So let's start off with skills. And there's a huge amount of stuff out there on the web which kind of makes this all very complicated. But I'm somebody who likes simple statements. So a skill can be physical, it can be technical, it could be interpersonal. And they're things which we can be taught and coached in.
Yeah.
So they're used often for job descriptions, for recruitment purposes, and training plans for individuals. Then we go on to competency. So what level of competence do I need of a skill? So let's take something like numeracy skills. Do I need to be a qualified chartered accountant? High-level skill, but also attached to a qualification, perhaps.
Right.
I might get a mid-level of a technical financial advisor or financial officer, which wouldn't necessarily need to be a chartered accountant.
So you've told us about skills and competencies. So what about capabilities? How do they fit in?
Capabilities are really crucial because they're the feeder into allowing us or enabling us to be really better and more effective in our strategic workforce planning.
Yeah.
So it takes the various skills that we need for a job, the level of competence required, kind of nuances those in terms of the tools and techniques that we need to deliver that job in a particular way.
Right, so I know that I need to be at this level have this skill and have it at this level, but to bring it to bear I need this other stuff around it, which then creates the competency which allows me to bring that to bear within my organisation.
Yeah, and skills and competence can wax and wane in terms of what is needed. High levels, low levels, digital skills, physical skills, technical skills.
Right.
But capabilities really set the direction of traffic and they deliver the output, the outcome, the success within a business and enables you to identify the gap of skills that you need to plug. And it's really crucial that you've got that understanding.
Right, so if I took a highly operational business, and I do some work with some of our armed forces and stuff like that. So they think about things in terms of the capabilities they need to deliver the service which they need to deliver. I mean, I call it a service, but that's that service. So they start with capabilities and then they break that down into therefore what are the skills I need and at what competency level. So they've got that overall picture for that capability. And is that what a workforce plan is, or is there more to it than that?
Well, it probably is very similar to that, isn't it? In terms of what is the play we're looking to achieve? In terms of are we looking for business growth? Are we looking to move into perhaps a different market? And therefore, what's the skill that's going to be required in terms of achieving that growth?
Yeah.
I kind of like to attach it to, I'm going to use a football analogy.
Yes.
So the capabilities is not the goalposts. That would be the play. Are we an attacking team or are we a defending team?
Yes.
The skill is the passes between your players. And it's the capability that would get you the goal. So let's say we're not scoring enough goals, we've got to change our play. That's the capability.
Yes.
You've still got the same, you're going to change that nuance of skills on the field. Less attackers, more defenders, to kind of drive the
right, but that overall balance creates capability, which is winning games.
Winning games, that's what it's about.
And at this point in the year, that's the most important thing. So, brilliant. Thanks, Lethan. That was a bit Janet and John on those three things. And I know many of you guys know better than I do what those differences are, but I always find it great to have a reminder of those three distinctions and how that builds up a workforce plan. So thanks, Lethan. Next session, we're going to talk about how technology can help us with this exercise. So thanks for joining, everyone.